Hey everybody, quick channel update here before we jump into the video. First and foremost, I'd like to thank everybody here for getting me to over 3,000 subscribers. Unbelievable, I didn't expect it. If you watch this channel and you know me, there's a couple things you know. The first thing you know is that everything here is unscripted. I don't script anything, I just speak. And usually it's coherent, sometimes it's not, but it mostly is. And the other thing is that I don't ask for likes and subs. So you don't ever hear that whole, "Hey guys, smash that like button, hit that bell notification for this. The algorithm says that only 90% of you guys you're watching, but only 5% are subscribed." No, none of that crap. None of that stuff is here. So if you like it, they'll like and sub. If they don't, they don't. That's fine. The next thing I want to talk about is slight slowdown in content. Not too much. I'm working 7 days a week now in real life, so I've got a lot of hours I got to cover. Those sources and ships ain't going to buy themselves, so if there's OT available, I'm going to take it. I really don't make any money from YouTube. And with 3.20 coming, there is a slight slowdown just in SC in general. A lot of people like the videos that we've been doing of the reviews for ships and comparisons. That's going to come back in full force in 3.20. And the reason why I'm holding off on doing those now is 320 has a lot of hidden updates that aren't not in the patch notes for ships. So we're talking like thruster HP, performance, health, all that stuff. So until I get reliable data, I'm not going to make any videos that are going to steer you guys wrong. So in 320, I have a lot more of those videos. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. I got a chance to play 3.20, and this is what I think. So I've been jumping into the PTU and playing with the new master modes, and I gotta say, my initial reactions are, these are great. I love them. There's some things that need to be worked out, but in general, these are really good changes. The most standout thing for me is the controllability and less overwhelming nature of combat. With the speeds the way they are, it feels like you have more agency in the battle and you're better able to understand what's going on. So, it's a lot less of the jousting, there's a lot less of the highest speeds and people flying off into the distance. They're a lot more focused and controlled fights, and I love that. So that's a huge positive. The next thing I'm liking so far is team fight potential. Team fights are huge here. Getting into a fight and assisting targets down is very possible now, because the battles, with the speeds, they kind of join up and they lock in. So squadron tactics, team tactics, wingmen tactics, it's a lot more accessible now and people are doing it. I think that this is a step in the right direction overall. There's some things that people aren't going to like. I don't think people like the fact that it's, in their mind, it's harder to run away. I disagree. I think it's actually still pretty easy to run away. Numerous times I've been engaging nav mode, and even with 2 or 3 guys attacking me, I'm able to get out of there. And I foresee this as being a potential problem, because if you're trying to be hung up by a mantis or something, and then they're locked into SCM with the mantis, and the mantis, can't activate its quantum dampener, they're just gonna nav mode up and get out and jump away. Again, that remains to be seen, just another potential issue. But yes, don't believe the hype. It is possible to run away still. I think that's intentional, but because you are losing your power management, you're losing your shields, and you can't even do countermeasures. So perhaps that's where missiles are going to come into, is if people are entering nav mode, you lock on and you missile them, and they're just going to eat those missiles. They can't count them, they do nothing, they get popped. But yeah, overall, I like this. The only thing I dislike about the system so far is I'm not a big fan of the UI, the HUD. That's just probably because it's new. But I feel like I don't know what's going on with the information relay here. There's 2 pips, there's this bad presentation. I'm not liking that. And the final thing I don't like are the gimbals. Gimbals still suck. I don't know what they're doing with gimbals. The rate of fire is like, what, half almost? A pretty low rate of fire for the tracking. And the tracking's not that good. These things have got to track better. Gimbals are never going to out DPS manual aiming, but gimbals have to do something. And right now, they are terrible. They don't do anything. You can still aim better, and you can still track better, and you get your full DPS from firing ungimbaled. I don't know if there's like a fear that CIG has of making these things accurate or track better, but they've got to let it go. 50% rate of fire decrease with gimbals. Just let them track. Give them more precision, let them go. That's what I've never used the things. I tried. I found to be pointless. So, in summary here, 320 is a step in the right direction. Things are looking really good. Gimbals still suck. Stuff is in early development. Everything remains to be seen. But if this keeps up, I'm feeling pretty positive about Star Citizen PvP in the very near future.